Outlander, we have your woman. Hey y'all, it's Crystal. Thanks for coming by today. Let's do a little reading check-in because, well, I should probably. I haven't checked in last week. This past week of October, like the third-ish week of October or so. So let's just get into some things, shall we? Let's shall. All right. So, first of all, we did some fall things. So, I went to a little farm nearby with my son and my husband and did the fall things, the corn maze, the rummaging through the pumpkin patch, doing a little hayride, all that kind of good stuff. That was a lot of fun. And then that was Saturday. So, and then the Saturday night, my husband and I actually had a little, I guess you call it a little date night. We had, I bought tickets to see a comedian, gosh, way back in June. So this has been on our calendar for a little while. So we went to see Trey Crowder. If you know Trey Crowder at all, he's really funny. He usually travels with two other guys, as they're known as the liberal rednecks. But he's just doing a little solo kind of, tour around this time with some of his, and doing some of his comedy, and it was good. We needed a laugh. It was really fun. We had really yummy Thai food beforehand. So yeah, it was great. Really nice little fun night out. And then we had our buddy walk, which is our, put on by our local Down syndrome organization every year. Where we come and we celebrate all our loved ones with Down syndrome, and it's a big fundraiser for them as well. So we did meet the fundraising goal and just had a good time. They always have like bouncy houses and all that kind of stuff out there, and food, and you just see old friends and stuff like that too. So that was fun. One thing we did, we actually had sort of like a guest star there, Kevin Iannucci, if I'm saying that right, who plays Johnny in the movie Champions, which I still haven't watched yet. I'm so bad with watching movies, but he was there, so we got a picture with him, and he autographed this for us, his picture. So if you don't have time to check out the movie, I know it's got Woody Harrelson in it, and yeah, it looked really good. I remember seeing the trailer. I was like, I gotta watch that because it looks really good. And I'm just terrible about watching movies, but he was cool, and And he said Woody was cool. So it's always nice when you hear a celebrity is cool, you know. So that was fun. And then, you know, we're back into the work week this week. So let's catch up a little bit on what I've been reading. So I dipped into a little bit of spooky, smutty books. I say books, but really they're just stories. Some of them are just like 10 pages long, 15 pages long, you know. But I read both Trick and Treat by Shae Sanders, and these were both a lot of fun. The Trick one was really cute because it was like this kind of this first date of this couple, and they go to like a pumpkin patch, you know, like a farm and stuff. And the girl was like, why is this guy taking me to a farm? This is not my thing. And I don't know. It was really cute. And then Treat actually involves a married couple. And I think these are characters from a series of hers that she writes. But I haven't read those yet. But anyway, you don't necessarily have to have read them, I think, to enjoy these stories. But they're a married couple. And they're trying to put a little, let's just put a little spice back in their life. It was pretty saucy. They were fun. And then I did read A Pumpkin Smash by Darva Green. This is Halloween smut, y'all. I don't know what you expect, okay? But I read that one. I'm not even going to say all this one. My Best Friend's Daddies. My Lana Slash. The story, the title tells you what happens, okay? And then Humiliated at the Halloween Party by, what's that? I can't read my own writing. Maisy March. Maisy Marks? I can't read my writing. Anyway, the main girl is what's the word I'm trying to think of? A college-age girl. She's going to a Halloween party. She's dressed up. She gets banged in the front in the party. I don't know. It's Halloween smut. I don't know what you want from me. Anyway, those were fun. So I just needed a change of pace. My physical reading has just been atrocious this month. So a little, you know, like I said, 15-page story. I have time for that. I did finish Christina. I don't think I've talked about this in my previous video. I don't think. Christine by Stephen King. This is our book for the Stephen King read along for the month. It was pretty good. I will say it felt a bit long. I'm going to say it felt a little bit long, even though I was interested. But this was really good. So if you've seen the movie, I mean, you kind of know what it's about. It's kind of possessed car, essentially. But yeah, we follow the story of how this kid got this car and why he felt so attracted to it and got so obsessed with the car and all that. And the story is really told more so from like his buddy, like his friend in school and stuff, or like childhood friend or whatever. And so yeah, it's interesting. We definitely got a lot of, you know, background story about all the characters and typical King. But yeah, it was enjoyable. I will say it was enjoyable. The audiobook was a good like 3.5 star book. You know, for me it was a fun time, and it could have been a little shorter. But yeah, it was good. It was pretty good overall. I had a audiobook hold come in, which totally derailed any of my spooky reading because this is not a spooky book, but I've literally been waiting for months for this book. Crying in Hmart by Michelle Zauner. I've been waiting, like I said, for a long time for this audio from Libby, you know, the hold at the library. So it came in. I said, I gotta read it. I'm not gonna push it off and wait months for it to come back in. So this is a memoir of Michelle, really dealing with the grief of the loss of her mother, and it's very much a thread of family, food, relationships, you know, with family. Somehow I think how sometimes tricky a mother-daughter relationship can be, you know. Sometimes there's a lot of this, but there's also a lot of this, you know, a lot of love, and it was really good. I really liked it a lot. I really liked Michelle's, you know, sort of dealing with this grief and the loss of a parent, and yeah, and then dealing with and just talking about food too was just amazing for me. So worth the wait, and I loved it. I really did. Really loved it. It was good. So then I got back into some Blackoween stuff. I read Blacktop Wasteland by S.A. Cosby. I definitely wanted to read more S.A. Cosby, and this was excellent. This was great. So I've used this for the prompt because you know I'm on Joe's Library, and so I read a book by a black man, written by a black man, and so this fits the bill. And this was really good. It reads just kind of like an action movie with really good characters, and this guy named Beauregard, and this takes place in, I think it was Virginia. And Beauregard is a man who kind of was living a life of crime at one point in his younger life, because his dad, he kind of was following the footsteps of his dad, and he was like a getaway driver and all that kind of good stuff. And he spent some time in, like, you know, juvenile detention and things like that. And you know, he's older now, and he's married, has a couple of young kids. He's trying to kind of go straight. You know, he's got this auto repair shop that he's trying to get, you know, kind of kicked off the ground, that kind of thing. So, you know, he's trying to do good, right? But, you know, like, things happen that where he needs some money. You know, he's having a hard time, you know, paying his bills. His mom is in a nursing home and the care is expensive. You know, there's things happening. His daughter, who he had when he was really young, who's trying to needs money for college now. There's things in his life, you know. And so when he's approached by someone that's, you know, hey, we got this plan about this robbery, we need a driver, he's just kind of pulled back in, right? All of The Godfather, right? So it's that kind of story. And of course, like, the plan just, it's not going to go well. Things go not as planned. And it really is in more deep water than really even when he started, kind of thing. And it was really good. Lots of, like I say, I hate when I say like lots of good violence, but you know, that good like action violence when you're watching like an action movie. You know, a lot of fight scenes and things like that are really good. A lot of like driving scenes were really well written, I thought. The characters were great. Very much came to life on the page. I think Cosby's he's just awesome. So very excited to have finally read Blacktop Wasteland. So now I just need to read his, well, he has, I think, an older book that I think you can read. And then of course he has his newer book. So anyway, it was really good. Really did like that. And then just today, I finished the audiobook for the Coldman Over Babylon by Michael McDowell. This was the book club pick for Rachel of the Shades of Orange Patreon book club. And I've been wanting to read more Michael McDowell, so I listened to this audiobook, and it was excellent. I loved this story. The audio was narrated by Scott Brick, one of my absolute favorite audiobook narrators. If Scott Brick is narrating, like, I want to hear it. He's just so good. Anyway, so this is another just amazing Michael McDowell book. Another, you know, small town southern setting. This time we take place in sort of a small town in named Babylon, in Florida. But again, it's kind of the marshy areas of Florida. The river Styx of all things is a big feature, and then of course, like some of the other books I read, there is a family is a big deal. So we're following this family and things that happen to them, particularly. You know, there's a grandmother, and she's, you know, taking care of her two grandchildren, Margaret and Jerry. Margaret's 14, Jerry, I think, is just a couple years older, so 16, 17-ish. And yeah, so Margaret, right in the beginning of the book, we'll just say Margaret's missing. And so that kind of snowballs this story of, you know, what happened to Margaret and who did it and all that kind of good thing. And so yeah, we really get into the nitty-gritty of this town and learning about, you know, it's a small town, so everybody knows everybody, and so we get to know a lot of the other people, like the sheriff and the rich banker, things like, you know, just all these kinds of characters that are sort of staples of a small southern town. And McDowell I mean, he writes a place so well, and I'm just blown away by the way he writes. And he writes a story that I like to read, you know, and when the horror hits, it hits you like a ton of bricks, because the horror is really hard hitting here. And there's some real spooky scenes in here, and it's good stuff. It's just good stuff. I am a Michael McDowell fan. That's just all I'm going to say. And I loved this. I really loved it. And yeah. So I think that's it. I mean, really, like I said, most of my stuff's been audiobook this month. Whatever it is, I'm still reading this book. I don't think I'm even going to finish it by the end of the month. The Holmes Dracula file. I'm supposed to be reading this for Occult Detective October. I've been failing miserably as a host for Occult Detective October. I don't know. I did read a little bit more Solomon Kane. I don't know if I've talked about that already. I'm enjoying the Solomon Kane stories though very much. And then just last night, I did make a start on Edenville by Sam Rebelein. Because I'm so, my physical reading time is so crazy that I want to go ahead and start this, because this is the book club pick for Amy Noel Reads, her Dark Hearts book club. Of course, anyone's channel, I mentioned, I'll link below. But yeah, so she has asked me to kind of, come and chat with her about this book. So me, Katrina Brown, and Amy will be chatting about this book November 11th at 7 p.m. I think. I'll fix that if not. But so we're you'll be chatting about this live on Amy's channel. Like I said, that in November. But I just want to go ahead and get it started so that I can work on this over the next couple of weeks. Because again, I'm just doing other things. I haven't even really watched a lot lately either. So I'm got behind on kind of some spooky watches. I don't know, life is lifing right now, so that's fine. So I really need to kind of want to watch a couple of little spooky things, But we'll see. We will see what I'll get into. So basically for Blackoween, I'm calling myself kind of finished, I think, for Blackoween. I have hit 5 of the 6 prompts for Joe's Library. So I have reached, Inspector Bon Tom level, because you're supposed to only read 5 of 6. My goal has been met for Blackoween. I'm so excited. And yeah, if I stumble onto an audiobook, I still need to, the prompt I still need to finish is to read a mystery book set in the 70s. I just was having a little bit of trouble finding a book for that one, but that's like an audiobook, honestly. Let's be honest, I need an audiobook. Anyway, that's it. That's the reading. Not really a whole lot's been going on, but that's fine, because we've just been doing other things and getting into the spirit, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I need to go ahead and figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner and do that. And I don't know, I may end it here, or I may end, or I may do some other clips. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what I get into. All right. Bye.
There it was. Finally, face to face with Bigfoot.
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna do one little final check-in for this little Mish-Mash vlog and call it a day. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about my reading, watching, a little bit of haul I just picked up, and a special package. Let's get the show on the road. What have I been reading? Well, let me tell you. I listened to the audiobook actually for Warlock Holmes. I forgot the author's name. I'll put the picture here. And this was so fun. It really was. I read this for Occult Detective October, an event. Of course, I've been co-hosting this month very terribly because I haven't actually read that many Occult Detective books. But that's okay. It's okay. This month has just been rolling with it. You know what I mean? It's all about rolling with what life gives you. And it seems to happen every October. It's fine. So yeah, it was just a lot of fun. It takes a spin on the Sherlock Holmes stories. I think if you are a fan of Sherlock Holmes, and don't mind a sort of, like I said, a spin on it, or kind of retelling or reimagining, if you will, of Sherlock Holmes, you would probably have a really good time with this. Sherlock is now a warlock, and maybe there's like vampires. I mean, it's a thing. It's really fun. It was really good. So I read this one because Cinda Rissen's Book Nook, also co-host of Occult Detective October, had talked about it. I was like, that sounds like a lot of fun. And so I looked it up, and actually you can read it on, you can listen to it on Audible without burning up a credit. Always like that. So, yeah, it was fun. It really was. Let's see. And then today I listened to Christina's Ghost by Betty Wright. I tongue-tie that author's name. After seeing Storm Over Storm Reads, did a vlog about reading, you know, some of this author's books finally. I said, you know, I had never read any Betty Wright. I need to do that. So I looked up on the Libby and Christina's Ghost. They had an audiobook for it, just a couple hours, just one of those little Apple paperbacks. So it's a shorty. And honestly, it was really good. It was really good. Following this girl named Christina and her sister. They're being driven to their grandmother's house by their uncle because their parents were like going away to Alaska for like, say, 5 weeks or something crazy like that. I don't know. Anyway, so they're going to go stay with their grandmother. But they get there and the grandmother's been like rushed to the hospital. I think it's like gallbladder issues or something. So she's had to have surgery and yada, yada, yada. So the girls get separated. And so the younger daughter goes to stay with the aunt. And then Christina stays with the uncle who was driving them over there. And he's kind of a curmudgeon-y kind of fellow, doesn't really seem to like kids and yada, yada, yada. He had this plan for this, I think this takes place during the summer. And so he had this house he's got to go to, yada, yada. So she has to come with them. They go to this house. It's haunted. It's crazy. This little boy, they get wrapped up in the mystery of trying to, you know, sort of unhaunt the house. And I ended up kind of making this connection through this, which is actually it was actually really nice because they weren't the best of friends, I'll say, prior to getting into these ghost shenanigans of this little boy that's in the house. Anyway, it was really good. Actually, it was a really good ghost story, and it was quick and fun. Yeah, I really liked it, actually. So, yeah, let's see. I think that's all I've been reading. I've been catching up on YouTube because I've been very behind. So I've been watching some videos. I did watch a movie. I've watched a couple movies. I watched The Crow. I was supposed to be doing a live chat with that whoever Steve talks books and movies. He hasn't really posted videos much anymore, but his forum is still there. Anyway, days got mixed up. My fault. Whatever. I did watch The Crow. I've watched The Crow a million times. It's a fave of mine. It's still so good. It's still so good. It's just good. Anyway, so I watched that. I watched The Legend of Bigfoot because that's the weird movie club pick for Andrew over at It Came From The Page, his Patreon. There's a weird movie pick every month. The Legend of Bigfoot. It was a movie from the 70s, and it's sort of presented to you as a documentary of this guy going after Bigfoot because he's like this legendary like hunter tracker guy. He goes all the way up to Alaska and back and everything. It's pretty good. It was not pretty good. It was pretty bad, but I think for what it was though, it was pretty good, you know. And actually a lot of the sort of nature shots, and there's shots of like a lot of animals and things like that are actually, they look really great for you know, for something from the 70s. Really kind of nice landscape video and stuff. But yeah, the Bigfoot imagery, a little bit silly, but it was fun. It's a fun one. And then I watched the movie Lady Vengeance. This is a South Korean movie directed by, I'm drawing a blank on his name, the same guy who directed Old Boy, one of my all-time favorite movies. I love Old Boy. If you've not seen Old Boy, you gotta watch Old Boy. But so part of, you know, Kelsey over her Patreon, she's got this Halloween watch-a-thon, I guess, with prompts and things like that. And one of the prompts is to watch a movie, you know, that from a director that you have watched something, a new to you movie from a director you enjoy. Does that make sense? I'm messing up that prompt, but anyway. Anywho, so Lady Vengeance is really good. You can watch it on Tubi. It was really, really, really good. Lots of really sort of artistically crafted scenes with, you know, with filming shots, cinematography. So basically this woman at the beginning, she's accused of killing this little boy. And she's wrongly accused, but she goes to prison. And I think it's like 15 years later, it's a good chunk of time later, she's released from prison. But she has basically been planning revenge since the day she walked into the prison. You know what I mean? So she has got the plan. It has been in the works, and she's like, she knows who really killed the little boy, so she's gone after him, and it's so good. It's so good. There's some really violent scenes in here. If you've seen Old Boy, it was really good. The female lead in here that was playing Lady Vengeance was excellent. I thought she was great. Really, just a stellar cast all the way around. Actually, the old guy from Old Boy was in it, the main character from Old Boy, or the main guy. Anyway, took a little turn at the end where I was like, whoa, okay, this is what we're doing. Okay, yeah, I don't know. It was really good. Like a good revenge story, good for her kind of movie. Check it out. It was really good. Some weird at times, but it was good. It was really good. And glad to, yeah, I need to make my way through all of his movies. I just, I don't have the time, baby. Okay. What else have I been watching? I don't think anything. Yeah, I got a little bit behind on my spooky watching, so we're coming up on, like I said, like the last weekend of October. That's usually when I watch my faves, my yearly kind of faves. I have yet to watch Hocus Pocus. I have yet to watch Nightmare Before Christmas. I have yet to watch Hellraiser, my favorite horror movie. I like to watch it in October. I've yet to watch Halloween. I have to watch that every Halloween. So there's some faves I really need to get into. So I'm going to maybe watch Charlie Brown, you know, the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. I could watch that at some point. Whoa. Yes. A lot to do. A lot to do. Yeah, that's the reading update. Went to Barnes & Noble today. Do I need to go to Barnes & Noble? No, I never need. I never need to go to Barnes & Noble. I went to look for a K-pop album, and I got it. But I stopped over in the horror section, like you do, like you do. And this was there. So I picked it up. The new Nat Cassidy book, Nestlings. I just, you know, have I read Mary yet that I bought like a few weeks ago now? Read books I buy. This is why I'm going on the Read Boy Own challenge, because I'm really terrible. But anyway, I really like this cover. Whoa, this like nest here. What is this one about? I don't even know. Anne and Reed needed a lucky break. The horrifically complicated birth of their first child has left Anna paralyzed, bitter, and struggling with mobility. Okay, so let's see how he tackles this. With her relationship with Reed and with the resentment for her baby. That's about to change with the words any New Yorker would love to hear. Affordable housing lottery. Okay, so they won an apartment in the Deptford, one of Manhattan's most revered buildings, with beautiful vistas of Central Park and stunning architecture. Reed dismisses disturbing events as Anna's deep unease and paranoia as the price of living in New York. People are odd, but he can't explain the needle-like bite marks on the baby. Whoa, okay, that sounds really good. I didn't even read the synopsis. I just saw it on the shelf and grabbed it. It's ridiculous. I didn't read that, but anyway. Erica Worth, who wrote White Horse, I haven't read that yet either. She says it's this is the horror book of the year. So, okay, that sounds cool. Chuck Wendig on the back says Nestlings is so fucking good it makes me mad. Okay. Okay, so I got that. And then I saw this there, Nails and Eyes by Kaori Fujino. This looks like a new translation that just came out this year. This is a Japanese work that was originally put out in 2013. So you have this translation 2023. So this was just came out. I love reading, you know, Japanese works, and this just sounded, I didn't read the back, it sounded really cool. So a young girl loses her mother, and her father blindly invites his secret lover into the family home to care for her. As she obsessively tries to curate a pristine life, this new interloper remains indifferent to the girl, who seems to record her every move, and she realizes only too late all that she has failed to see. So it says, builds to a conclusion of disturbing power. And it's got 2 additional stories, I guess, from the author that they've kind of tacked on it here and here too. So it's exciting. Oh, it sounded really good. So yeah, there's Nails and Eyes, which is, I guess, looks like a little novella. It's like it's under 100 pages. And then the story, What Shoko Forgets. and either Minute Fears, maybe Minute Fears or Minute Fear, Minute maybe. So that's exciting. I don't know. I like when I find things like this. The horror section in Barnes & Noble, I mean, just gets better and better and better every time I go back. I see, you know, really cool authors that are added, you know, kind of in the list, on the shelves, and I even see like classics that are being added too. So I mean, I'm really impressed with Barnes & Noble sort of revamping their horror kind of this year, I think, really, maybe last year or two. So I'll just show you briefly. I picked up some K-pop albums. I got NCT Golden Age. This has got Becky G's. So this is, yeah. I picked up, well, this is what I went in for, was the new TXT album. So I picked up 2 of the 3 versions. And what I heard was if you buy this the white version, without the Barnes & Noble exclusive, so most of them have a Barnes & Noble exclusive sticker. So if you buy without it, supposedly this has like an autographed like postcard or something in it. I don't know. I'm gonna see if the, you know, Instagram rumors are true. I finally went ahead and picked up this Twice album. That came out earlier this year, and I just hadn't picked it up. So I picked up a copy of that one. And because I'm just really behind on collecting Monster X albums, I picked up one of their older ones. This is from 2021. Because it was there. I love Monster X. So yay. So I picked those up. I don't know, I spent way too much money. It doesn't matter, it's fine. Let's open this box. This is from Kelsey. Kelsey, you dog, you need but I'm, oh my gosh. Okay, we got a bag of treats. So fun. Whoa, look at this fun Halloween Rubik's. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. How fun. Oh wait, is it a Rubik's Cube? It says Cube Puzzle. It's a Rubik's Cube though, they just can't call it Rubik's Cube. Blinky necklace. I'll wear that trick-or-treating. Well, we're not gonna go trick-or-treating this year probably. My son's just too old. Bendy Skelly Man, or Pumpkin Man. Wow, Nightmare. Look at that, Freddy. I love Freddy. He's my fave. Whoa. Cool, like spider rings. I love spider rings. These cool things. I'll make my son wear that. Oh, I got a pair too. We can both wear it. Little finger doodads. Squishly things. My son likes these things too. Little squishies. Oh. Yeah, spider rings. Finger puppets. He'll get a kick out of that too. Oh gosh, Kelsey, thank you. I love stuff like this. Bouncy ball. Is it a bouncy ball? Yep. Oh, it's so fun. And of course, in a candy corn bag. Another little finger puppet. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. What is this? Oh! A Stranger Things mug. I love Stranger Things. Oh my gosh, I love this. It's got like all the stuff that our arcade game. We got Upside Down, Hawkins Middle School, Lifeguard, Hawkins, oh, Scoops Ahoy, Hawkins Police. There's the Demogorgon, Mornings Off for Coffee and Contemplation, Camp Nowhere, the Arcade Palace, Robin, Steve, oh, and the Hawkins Lab, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you. Stardust Mall. I love it. Thank you. Oh, it's a big mug. That'll hold lots of coffee. Oh, we got straws. Oh yeah, these are fun. Okay. There's a card. What's this? I love that. Have a happy Halloween. Love, Kelsey. Thank you. Cute little stickers. Kelsey, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I really got to get into that. I got to get more Poppies Be Bright. Anyway. Oh gosh, thank you so much. And what does this bag say? Tricks and treats. You can't see it well. Maisy, I love you. All right. So let's end it here. I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. Again, this is just a mishmash. This is a mishy-mash vlog. I hope you're doing well, and yeah, take care, and we'll see you in the next one. And thanks for watching. I so appreciate your time. You know, it really means a lot to me. It really does, especially when I just do random ass shit like this. Okay, bye.